Hey everyone, I've got a Bible review for you guys today that I never really thought I would get to do. This is the 6 volume ESV Reader's Bible from Crossway, and it's in the Cowhide overboard. Just super excited about this. These are just so expensive that I never thought I would get to do one. I have reviewed the cloth overboard edition of the 6 volume reader set. This is very similar to it, aside from the cover. The cover of these editions and the slipcase is different. And you have a few, like the ribbons are different colors, but I'll show you that. Anyway, so to start, the 6 volume reader set retails for $500. That's one of the main reasons why I haven't reviewed one. And the only reason I'm reviewing this one is because the great people at Crossway are allowing me to review it, and they sent me this edition as a gift. So thankful to them for this edition, and really excited to do the review. So let's get started. This set comes in this humongous heirloom box, okay? And you can see it's decorative on the front, but it's very similar in construction to the other heirloom boxes that you would have that are normally Bible size. This thing is just ginormous, but it's the same material, same construction. Now, when you get this edition out, you'll notice that it has this beautiful American black walnut slipcase. One issue with the slipcase is that there's really no easy way to get the book out. Now, they're not super tight. You could try to get it out like that, but I don't want to scratch this leather, so I leave the ribbons out like this. So I just pull the ribbon like that, and whenever I put it back in, I just straighten the ribbon up. If I tear the ribbon up, I'll just put another one in there. It's a lot easier to replace the ribbon than it is to repair torn leather. So that's why you can see these ribbons hanging out of all these editions. That's why it's like that. So anyway, these editions, like I said, are the exact same as the cloth overboard editions, with the exception of the binding. Let me show you this binding. Now, these are printed and bound, just like the cloth overboard ones. These are printed and bound by Lego in Italy, and they do such a good job. This cowhide they used is an Italian cowhide. Now, if you have several leather editions, you'll know that the feel of North American calf skin is different than the feel of Chinese calf skin. They're just different. The feel of New Zealand goat skin is very different than the feel of Nigerian goat skin. So I just wanted to point that out, that this Italian cowhide has a very soft texture, and it has a very consistent grain. Very nice to the touch. Very, very nice. You see the spine has those 5 raised ribs, and the spine is supported really nicely. Again, this is a hardback, so you have boarding under the spine. You have boarding on the front and back, and you have the hinge already built into the binding, so it's really nicely done. You have the paper paste down liner, which is completely common for the editions. And here, these are common on all of these. You'll have the Reader's Bible, and then you'll have whichever volume. This is the Pentateuch, which is the first 5 books of the Bible. You'll have the publication page printed in Italy, 2018 by Lego. And this is the 2016 text. You can see volume 1 of 6. You have these little red highlights on different areas, but for the most part, it's just this black, awesome printing. Now, this printing is, you see the red highlights on the chapter, the drop cap red highlights, and then you have your titling. But the rest of it's just this nice black 12-point font printing. You have a lot of spacing between the lines. It's almost like it's built for a reader, and that's hence the name. It's the Reader's Bible, but it's perfect for reading. You don't have any distractions from chapter numbers or verse numbers. The only place you can find to signify where you're at, you have the book of Genesis. You have the book on the top corner of the left page, and kind of an identifier on the right page. So creation and fall, so you're within the first few pages of Genesis, and then you get to the Tower of Babel. So it kind of lets you know when you change sections, you'll have the drop cap and the red highlight. All right, so this paper is an 80 GSM paper, really primo paper. This is a Swedish paper imported into Italy so that Lego could do the printing on this Swedish paper. It's really nice, really nice. And these are all sewn bindings. You can see here, because the paper is so dense and thick, those signatures are huge. I mean, they are enormous. You can see those folds. So it is a sewn binding, and it will lay more flat the more it breaks in. But that paper is just so dense, it probably will take a little while to break it in sufficiently. So anyway, you can see the feel of this paper is just awesome. It's smooth and incredible, and the reading experience is just perfect. I mean, it's not a stark white paper. It's like an off-white, and the printing is very dark, and but it's line matched, so you still don't have a lot of bleed through. It's almost like the perfect reading, complementing features. You know, you have the dense paper, and you have the dark printing. You have a lot of spacing between the lines, so it's not very crowded. It's just really nicely done. So anyway, you do have one red ribbon, and you have the black and gold head and tail bands. The cloth overboard editions had the gold ribbon, where these have the black ribbon. So that's one of the differences. You have the Cowhide with the red ribbon, but I think they really complement each other. And when I put them in there, I just slide it in and get the ribbon and pull the ribbon to the side a little bit, just so they're nice and neatly done like that. Now this slipcase is an American black walnut. You can see this amazing handmade box. Nicely protects the set. There are a few things I would love to see on the next edition. I'd love to see this like an inset cut off the top, or even like a little thumb cut where you can actually get in to access these. The cloth overboard set, the slipcase is like slit like this to where you can grab the top. It just makes getting these out a little more difficult than you'd like, and you really don't want to damage them. That's why, like I said, that's why I'm using the ribbons. But that's just a note for future reference. Other than that, it's just an amazing set. I would like to see some gold gilding. Like I said, I'm not complaining. I just, for that amount of money, you'd wonder why they wouldn't gild it. Other than, it's just the gilding kind of is one of the other distractions, and maybe they're just considering that a distraction. And to remove the worry of scratching gold, they just take the gold off completely. Then you'll be more apt to pick it up. So maybe that's the reason why. I'm sure that it was well thought out, and but that was just one of the observations I had. So anyway, thanks guys for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section, and also be sure to subscribe right here. Hover over right there and you can subscribe, and I have a lot more reviews coming. But just really thankful to Crossway for allowing me to review this set. Just so excited. I never thought I would get to review it, and very thankful I'm getting to. So thank you guys again for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and God bless.